Greetings, salutations, Dr. Dodekasene here. We are going back to the cargo boxes, doctor level courses. Just got the Motion 3 from Thule. This is the extra large. I have the large and the double XL down there. One thing I did notice immediately when I first saw this box, before I even got it in stock from a customer, I told them, you know, this box reminds me of the Yakima NX series. So we're gonna go over here. I'm not sure if Thule did a style study with the Yakima box. I just immediately got that impression for how the lines are, how more aerodynamic it is, and then the NX actually came from the CBX. So the design language, the architecture of how this box is, they applied it to the Skybox NX. To me, I believe so. I believe that's what how it went, because Yakima, they didn't have the wrench to tighten and loosen the box to the crossbars until the CBX came out. And also the Motion 3, to me, I thought this was a Grand Tour when I saw this box from Yakima. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Upon opening the box, I also noticed immediately they have a strut brace in the back of the box to give it more integrity, more rigidity, more sturdiness. And also how this latches is somewhat similar to the Vector. Right there, you still have the latch. So when you see the indicator, let's say no, this will open, you cannot withdraw the key. More aerodynamic. It's not as high as the other Motion box itself, more lower profile and aerodynamic. And for the large, it actually fits longer sets of skis. So the Motion large used to fit 175s. The Motion 3 large now fits 180 centimeters. The other thing is Yakima boxes, the Skybox 16 says it can fit 175 centimeters for the skis. Realistically, you probably could get 180 centimeters for the length of the skis in that box, which is interesting. It's on display. We don't want this to drop. Another thing to note, the top of the lid is more structurally sound versus the Motion. When these boxes come to the customers, if you're not going to a store to do it, they have it wrapped like it's the Vector. So there's another sheet of cardboard, another sleeve of cardboard that's on the bottom that they wrap in the saran wrap to make sure during shipping, whoever they're going to use to ship it to, whatever store it is, it survives the process better. The claws are the same. The hinges are the same to my knowledge, because I haven't had enough time to really study this. Looking at it though, from that I knew, okay, they're doing something different. I think Yakima was onto something when they introduced the CBX platform, because looking at this and the Yakima Grand Tour, I'll probably put the picture side by side. I honestly thought that this was like a Grand Tour, but the way Thule styled it. So it could have been a style study that Thule saw. You know, this probably does make more sense. These boxes are also not as long as the Motion box. The customer put it on, I think he had, it was either an X5 or the XC90. No, it was a Telluride. It was a Kia Telluride. And he was afraid that the box that he got was going to hit the dolphin fin, even though he has flush rails. So you can adjust the position of the crossbars where he wanted it positioned. And I put the box on, and I immediately noticed that even with the size box he had, I don't recall if it was the extra large or double XL, he had way more space with the bar setup than he would have if he got the normal Motion. That's just like the Grand Tour. And it's also like the CBX and the NX. I'm sorry, just the NX. The CBX is a longer box from Yakima. So, you know, that's pretty interesting. And because the vehicle's so high up, and in the garage, the parking garage that we have, normally those vehicles, we'd have to pull the car out in the center of the driveway to put it on. This box, it cleared it. So you have that clearance thing. Now here, I believe the height is 2 inches on the apex shorter than the Grand Tour. and the Skybox NX, which is brilliant because now you have clearance. Unfortunately, if you're used to packing high with this box, you won't be able to. Maybe, because we just got this boxes in, so I don't want to say too much since I haven't seen a customer load the box yet. That might be an issue for stacking high. For clearance issues on the SUVs, it makes a lot of sense. The other thing is because vehicles are now becoming more and more gargantuan in size, suspension. If you don't have air ride suspension, you're on stock springs, and you can't adjust them. The box being what the cars are now a 7.5, and you have the box that's another 1.5 feet. So now you're at 8, almost 9 feet in the air. Well, 9 feet. There's not really that many parking garages that have that clearance on. They should now, but depends where you go. Some places it's 7'5", 6'5". So these boxes being more aerodynamic and lower profile, they do make sense. They even have a low variant of this. So you have the extra large low, or no, I think it's the double XL low. I believe it is the extra large low and the double XL low. I haven't seen that. This is just a normal XL. So I do want to see what that looks like in comparison, because I think then that might be Yakima's own. It's like the Skylow, but the more lower profile thing of the Skylow. Or even Rhino-Rack had a box. I don't recall the name of it. You see more lower profile than the Vector. So that could be another thing where it addresses that. I don't know. I think the gray looks better than the black. Now, because the gray box is here. They darken the tint, the hue of the gray, versus the normal motion gray. The gray may sell more than the black. I kind of do like the gray, the way they did this more darker storm cloud gray versus how they had the gray in the motion. Again, I'm not really too sure about the hinges. The hinges may be the same. They probably tighten the tolerances on the hinges internally here for the springs adjustment when you open and close the box. The bar, they might have actually, this bar, I don't know if it's anodized or Inconel coating on here. I think the bar is different too versus the bar in the motion box. So that you also have now another stronger point of reference in the front of the nose, which then helps it go through the wind better. And the back, the bar here, it's pretty significant design. Way far left than what I saw and what I thought they were going to produce. I still think this kind of resembles the Yakima Grand Tour, and there might have been a style study with the Yakima box. Whatever Yakima did, they were definitely on to something. I wish I had the box here to show you the difference, but I will show you the CBX. So the CBX, the CBX box, I feel like, yeah, even here, even with the bar of racing in the front end and the back, I think they might have taken the design from that. The other thing is with the Yakima boxes, I should have added before, this gives you more space internally. Unlike the Thule Claw, where when you're loading things, it doesn't come with the straps, unfortunately, here, you lose space. But because Yakima has the claws like this, and you could just put the tightener, that wrench in there, you now have more space. You can realistically lay stuff on top of the clamping system, unlike the Thule one where, because it is a knob, they do have it patented, you kind of, it sucks, you lose that space. So this is giving you as much space, as much valuable space as possible, which is why you can kind of achieve more spaces in these boxes. And I think Thule took that design. They just still kept with the Easy Snap claw. I think the claw also was fixed because there's always an issue with the barrel inside the claw. I'll have to get into later, another video, because it took too long with this one, that it makes the claw weaker. We'll see what happens with the box. It's a pretty cool box. I just wanted to point that out. Make sure you study, make sure you take your notes. Dr. Dodekasana out.